Hey y'all, hey, come on in here. It is your girl Lottie here at Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. We have no idea what's going on today. We just don't. We don't. Today is showing up like a box of chocolates. We just really don't even know what we're gonna get. We got some decks out, y'all. We got our coffee going on because it's early and we need to get that sip. So if you get your cup, get your cup. If you ain't got your cup, go get your cup because I need a sip. Y'all, I feel like back in the day when you went out and partied on Saturday night and then you tried to get up and go to service or work the next day or whatever, and it's like, Lord, source help me. Source help us. And we didn't do nothing. We just had two bottles of wine, not nothing major, It's a really good red too. Maybe I'll post a picture up. It was good. And we had some filet mignon my daughter made with the garlic butter sauce and herbs and medium, very tasty. And I did some char grilled Brussels sprouts, like teriyaki glaze, and then we had some little bitty baby potatoes, and she made some homemade gravy, and we had the wine to go with the steak, and that just kept on going after we finished the steak and rolled into a second bottle of wine. So your girl is feeling kind of slow right now. I'm just saying, it's real slow, it's real thick. So that's just what it is for today. But Spirit did get some cards out. We don't have no text today. Spirit said, I guess we just gonna pull some cards and see what happens. Is there anything that you want to get? Yeah, which? This? Okay. Spirit says, yes, we do get a book. So we just gonna roll with it. What would you like, Father, to pray first, right? Welcome. I don't even know if I said that yet. I think we just kind of started talking. I might have said something to the sort. But welcome. Yes, my name is La T, not Lottie. It's La T. And we are a channeled messenger. We sit with the Most High God and we channel in the spirit. Well, just channel all the time because we always talking to the source like all day. We for real on that Adam and Eve kind of walk, like what source is like right here, like, and we talk all day. I mean, folks look at us like because I be like, what you say, Spirit? What say you? Yeah. What kind of coffee what kind of creamer you want? What we having for dinner? What you want to put on today? I be in there. I don't do nothing without asking pretty much, huh? Yeah, it's one thing I do because I know if I ask for that, you going to tell me no. So I don't even. Spirit be like, I know what you finna do. And because it knows. Anywho, Spirit said we go read out this here book. We don't know which way we going. This is Deepak Chopra. Again, Deepak Chopra. The Book of Secrets. And we study out of this one. We have another couple of texts by Deepak Chopra. I think it's one that we need to reorder. It's called You're the Universe, or The Universe Lives Within You, or something like that. But I think I misplaced it during one of my multiple moves. Yeah. So anywho, we're gonna have to repurchase that. Where would you like to go? Oh, we didn't pray. We still didn't pray. Look, see, I told y'all we still did not pray. We got to pray for the people. We prayed this morning when we got up. We did, but we got to pray. But Holy Father, the whole Father, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. It is come on earth as it is in heaven. Yes. And give us this day, you gave us this day our daily bread, so that we may be self-edified and edified unto you, source. Yes, so that we can do the work that it is that you've given us and placed upon us. Yes, 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 because we're here to do that. And that's what it is. So as you sit with us and you convene, please give us direction and let us know the way to go. Help us to meditate on your word all day long. We are surrendered unto your will, for we know that is the reason why we came. We came to do the will of the Father and have it done on earth as it is in heaven. And to that we are surrendered to. So please use me, Father. Use me in this day in order to deliver the message unto your wheat field. I am surrendered unto you. Are you here? And we are in alignment, calling myself into alignment, into agreement. Thank you so much, Father. Thank you so much. And the whole infinite intelligence of the all. Yes, thank you so much. The breath of life. Yes, that animating force that connects and binds us all. We recognize all of you, all of you, all of you. Thank you so much. Bless this table, bless this space. Please bless it in a way that nothing that is condemned to roam to and from in this plane can come in to distort and disillusion your message. Please seal it out. And if you are ready and say that we are good to go and we are sealed and protected, please give us your ashe. Source says to unite, now, raise up now, raise up now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there anything else? Heaven, now is the time to rise. Now is the time to rise. Did I get that right, Father? Yes. Source says now is the time to rise. Yes. Is there anything else we should pray? Can you give us ashe? Thank you, Father. Thank you. We are probably not on the right page, are we, Father? No. Okay, so where are we going in here? Right here? Number 8. Okay. This is what Father says we're going to talk about today. Evil is not your enemy. Secret number 8. Where would you like to read? Start from the top. Okay. The most grievous failure of spirituality occurs in the face of evil. The most grievous failure of spirituality occurs in the face of evil. Idealistic and loving people who would never harm another person finds themselves drawn into a maelstrom of war. Faiths that preach the existence of one God campaigns to kill infidels. Religions of love devolve into partisan hatred of heretics and those who threaten the faith. I'll read that again because that was kind of choppy. Religions of love devolve into partisan hatred of heretics and those who threaten the faith. Even if you think you hold the ultimate truth in your hands, there is no guarantee that you will escape from evil. More violence has occurred in the name of religion than for any other reason. Yeah, we know that. People fighting over the source instead of recognizing that source is all, creation is all. That God made all things and all things are made by God. So to fight over God and kill each other, to kill source itself. Again, if all things are made by God and God created all things by itself, like its own infinite intelligence, it is source. We are all pieces of source. So to kill each other in the name of source is like source killing itself for the sake of self, which is, that's not the point. It's so far from the point. Hence the bitter aphorism, God handed down the truth and the devil said, let me organize it. Was that it? Yeah. God handed down the truth and the devil said, let me organize it. So if we have the truth which has been given to us and the devil organized it, yeah, then could it be all mixed up? Yeah, it could be all mixed up. And how it was given and organized, it was given to us by God. But if the devil organized it and has the right, because the author of confusion, Yeah, the author of confusion. And that would lead us astray to not even recognize it ourselves as source itself, having us fight over maybe reorganization of the word and the truth and how it's supposed to go. And because we're all discovering what that truth is that has already been given us, a lot of us can get it wrong. It could just be downright confusing. Is that right, Father? Is it confusing? Are the people confused? Yes, thank you. How it to self-discover, Father, to continue to self-discover, is self-discovery the pathway to truth? Yes. And because there are many of us, there's many ways to reach you. Yes. Okay. Help us to understand the evil in this day, Father. Help us to understand the evil and how that your truth was reorganized, Father, so that we may recognize you and we may get ourselves in a straight way. Thank you. Ashe. Yes. Okay, guys. Is there anything else you want to say, Father, from here? Nope. Okay. So evil is not your enemy, is what Father is saying. You know, again, if everything is called by the source and source is all things, then evil to itself has a purpose. It does, because that is a part of source. It is an attribute. We talk about the wrath of source and, yeah. And because source has made itself in such a way that itself has free will, you know, it gets to choose. And to choose what, you know, how to reorganize or choose to seek power onto self, choose to manipulate, to lie, deceive, to disillusion, to distort, choose to create elitism and supremacy, you know, all of these things that separate us, to put one above the other. You know, there is none higher than the Most High God, for one, and everything, all of us, is all of creation except for the Most High God on the same plane. Yes. So we are all the same in creation, equally valued, Father. Yes. And is there anyone that sits beside you? Is there anyone? No. Ooh, blasphemy. Yes, blasphemy. Ooh. There's none beside you. None. There's nothing higher than you. No. You are the creator of all, the Father of all, the Lord of all, the Lord of the eternal all. To you we align ourselves. Yes. Yes, thank you. And to know that and to realize that, I think would put a lot of this stuff to bed. Like, we would stop fighting over who has control or authority or say over God. None of us do. None of us have a right to the source solely. We do not. Creation is called by the source, and all of creation has a right to source, because source has a right to itself. Right, Father? Yes. If everything is called by you, then everything is a piece of you. And all of us being composite is you know, we're creation. We are creation. And to state that any piece of creation has a greater access or authority or to the Father itself is just blasphemous. It just is. Nothing sits, I mean, nothing. Get down into these fruits. We got some cards. Y'all, I'm telling you, today is a day. It feel like it's a chilly kind of day. You know, sometimes it be cooking with cold Crisco. It be thick. You know, you have to get some heat on there. The Father had to come in and put some heat on it. You know, Father comes in and puts some heat on it. Yeah, desire and rage. We got two different ones. Father come in and put some heat on it, and we sure enough get to cooking and get to going. And some days it be just cold like chili, like it be slow, be thick like that. You just gotta let it simmer and just go on on that low heat for a while and a couple of hours. You know what I mean? So you can get them good deep flavors in there, like a pot roast. Put it in the slow cooker in the crock pot and just let it go all day. So by the time you get to dinner time, it be falling all apart and yes, okay. We took out a whole chicken today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a whole chicken, probably with some rosemary and some good herbs and stuff like that. I've been having a thing for potatoes, probably because it's fall. But I think we're going to go to the grocery and get some yams. Let's get some yams. Yeah, that sounds good. Spirit, what say you? Yes, yams. Sounds good to Spirit. So, all right, let's do it. Maybe some butter rolls. No rolls. What kind of rolls? Spirit says garlic toast. All right, okay, we gonna do that. Okay, all right, Spirit. Let's see about these cards. We didn't pray over them. We have to pray over each deck. Spirit does not allow us to do the whole table. No, we got to do Come on, Spirit. Thank you so much for the whole infinite. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Holy Father, for being here as well. Thank you for the breath of life. We bless the cards. Yes, thank you so much. Please use these cards as tools to deliver your message. Use me as your willing messenger to deliver this onto your we feel, so that I may be edified and edifying unto you. We may edify the we, so that they may edify you, and that when we unite, we are edifying back onto you, the source. Thank you so much. And if we are be in alignment and ready to go, please seal us and give us your ashe. Source says to now raise your vibrations now. Get that I don't know why I kiss my crystals. Some days it just is. I don't know if it's the energy of it or what. It just happens. So Source says it's time for us to raise our vibrations, and that evil is not your enemy. And I also was feeling this in my spirit while we were talking about it. I was sometimes, my mind works on different levels as do yours. And when you tap in like that, I can be talking to y'all and have conversation with the Source all at the same time, because Source hears my thoughts. So oftentimes you'll see my head nodding, you'll see Source saying yes, you'll see Source saying no, then I have to back up and pull myself back and re-ask, like what was I saying that Source didn't agree with, so I can fix that, and I can learn too, because again, this is self-edification, right? So shoot, once you wake up, the only thing that you know is that you opened up your eyes and you have the ability to look around to see. And once you start seeing, then you have to learn, right? And the more you learn, I learned that I don't know shit, and I have to keep on learning. See, we done dropped a whole half a deck of cards, and we do that. The energy just pushed it right on out my hand. So I need to make sure I got them all in the right direction, because they all mixed up. Yeah. Okay. Something feel heavy. What is it? What is it? Okay. Creativity. That's what was pushing. Creativity. Is there anything else on this side? No. But what I was thinking when we were reading about that chapter, when Father said evil is not your enemy, I was thinking about the fact that if the Father, the Source, gave us the truth, and there's energies that have come, that are here and have reorganized the truth for distortion and disillusion, because they can't change the word of God. They cannot. And can they add to? They've added to. Have they taken away from? They didn't take away from, but they added to. They added to. Yeah. Do you want this? No. Okay. And I think the reason that they did that is to lead folks astray. But the thing about it not truly being our enemy is because it makes us seek. Right? At the end of the day, it's like somebody doing something against you, and they don't realize that what they did actually made you better, because you had to dig in, right, into something that you would not have if they hadn't did what they did. It's like having haters, right? So if you a person and you out there doing your thing or whatever the case may be, you the truth, you rocking it out, right? And then you get these haters just because they see you doing what they doing and they want that onto they self. Either they, I heard something today that was pretty true. Either they don't like you because they want you to think like them, or they don't like you because they can't be you. One of the two. And I feel like in this case, those spirits, they wanted to be the Father. They wanted to have you again, the glorification onto them. And that still happens to this day. Yes, because the Father is the creator of all things. The Father creates. Only the Father creates. And there is no need to give glorification or worship onto gods that cannot create. Is that true? They cannot create. We can appreciate. Yeah, we can appreciate. I think that's good because even appreciation is appreciation onto source itself, that which created it. Even the last messengers, they say it's on to the Father. It is not I, but the Father. It is not I, but the Father. So we came to the realization that we should be paying homage to the Father. The same way that lesson of Adam and Eve teaches us that we are to walk with the Father intimately. And that is the relationship. And we've had people come to remind us over time that that's what it is. And everything is the source that's acting through all things. All things. Because all things are called by the source. And the source calls all things. Do you want this card? No. Is there anything else outside of creativity in this deck? No, that's why I couldn't feel nothing. Okay. Creativity. Source says, is this a good creativity? Yes. So, let's get another card because I'm not for sure what you want to say. Source says to create solutions to your problems, chaos, the conflict. So create solutions. Yes, because we talked about in the earlier book that we have evidence and truth, and it's so plain that we often talk ourselves right out of, that's a part of the human condition, that we over analyze, right? And we try to make sense out of things, organize stuff, like through thought process. And sometimes we can talk ourselves right past the truth, right past the evidence of what's staring you right in the face, right? So, because we can see the wonders of the plane, but we don't recognize all of it as source. Even the atrocities that we see, we don't recognize that as source. If the Father is the creator of all things, it is the creator of good and evil, we don't recognize all those things as source itself. Now, I still be trying to work this thing out because it's like those energies, they are made by the source. But they are not linked on to the will of the Father. Are they in alignment with you? No. They choose to remain out of alignment. And that's what makes them the fallen. Yeah, because they could choose. They could choose to come back in alignment. Would you consider that if they came back into alignment? Yeah. Pull back, fall back. All right, yeah. Surrenderance, I feel. Pull back away from there. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about it. Come on, Father. Let's get these wisdom cards. Thank you so much for blessing this deck. Yes, cleanse the energy for this reading. Use these tools, these cards as tools to deliver messages unto your wheat field, to edify me so I can edify you, source, to edify your wheat so they may be edifying, so that when we unite, we will edify you as a whole. Yes. We come into alignment for that purpose. Thank you so much to the whole infinite intelligence and the breath of life that are here to support us. Please seal this space in this message to ensure that nothing comes against it to disillusion. If we be in alignment, please say that it is Ashe. Source says to Raise your vibration. Same message. Raise your vibration. And we use the tears to do that. We use the energy of the tears to do that, to raise your vibration. Something to learn from. It's like you have to get, through school. Life is school. Here on earth is school. And they're not going to give you all the answers to the test. Even though you know the truth, your spirit knows, and that's why your spirit discerns. Your spirit will resonate. It will discern, right? Yeah. I feel it. Okay. Yeah, regeneration. It's time to regenerate, creative solutions to regenerate. Father said it's time for us to raise ourselves, to raise our vibration. You can see the fire at the bottom that's underneath there, but then look, it's all green and lush and moving into the blue. I feel like the green is growth. So fire, rage, passion, igniting that growth, like it's growth. And lava to me is highly significant, because that's like the fire from out of the belly of the earth, like in all of those minerals that are down in there. What grows and regenerates after that is so nourishing. It's so nourishing, and it leads to a whole nother, again, that regeneration. 4 and 6 is 10. That's a whole nother level, a whole nother cycle. It's like the firing rage to is all building up so that we can birth a whole new cycle. And we talk about that all the time. That the cycle has changed. There is a new cycle that is being born. It is, and we feel the energy of the cycle changing. We do. And we know that this cycle must come to an end. Yeah. So that the new one can begin. And with that, Father says community is here. It's time for us to come together to unite, because that's the purpose of the cycle, is to harvest, right? Community. Father says, yes. You want me to take that off? Just the energy? Chop wood. We got to clean some stuff up. We need to clean some stuff up so that we can be ready for harvest. That we can ascend. That's what Father is saying. Raise our vibrations so that we can ascend. We have to match the frequency. There's a frequency to this whole thing. Again, our vessel is operating in a realm of frequency, vibration. Do you want this card? No. Do you want anything else in here? No. Put this down. Can I show them this? Yeah. Life. New life. New life. The frequency. His Father said we can leave it upside down so we can see that energy. Yeah, so we have creativity, creating solutions to the problems that we have that are going on, so that for the sake of regeneration, or maybe regeneration is going to help create solutions, or is it which way it is? Yep, down. So creativity, creative solutions to help you regenerate, and regenerating what? A whole new life, a whole new cycle. You see how this honey is waking up? Look at that. I can't take the one behind there because or do you want the one behind there? Spirit says yes. Why? Because we about to go to a whole nother cycle. And maybe that's the thing. It's for us to be on a discovery of the why. To discover the why. Maybe that's the reason why Source allowed, because Source allows, right? And nothing happens without Source's allowance. So with Source allowing these energies to reorganize, add to its word, cause confusion, yes, because it helps us discover. Like we have to put the pieces back in order. We do. And we have to unravel this thing. And sometimes it takes creative thought and mindset in order to do that. Again, the renewing of your mind on a daily basis. So to be able to look at stuff and be like, yeah, that really don't match up with the rest of what creation is saying. Like, let's look at this and see really where did it come from, and is it in the right order? Like, everything about this is speaking to me that this is not right, right? Yeah, and you get a chance to question that and seek diligently for the answers. Again, nature has an organizing power that lets you know exactly what it is if you just pay attention to it. Like we know that there are seasons, and when the Father says everything shall come to pass, like all things shall pass away, we can see that when the trees lose their leaves, like it does pass away, and earth does hibernate, it does rest, and we too shall rest, we too shall have hibernation, the same way that earth is reborn and springs and births anew. It's the same way that you are reborn and birthed anew. Your vessel does the same thing. It regenerates and recycles, like, and it is consistent with nature. So it's like, yeah, if we look at the word that God left all over the plain, we can see how the source speaks to us, and then we can recognize when it's been reorganized and what's been added to it, and we can have our spirit discern. Thank you, Father, for these messages. Please use these cars, cleanse the energy of these cars, and please use them for your will. I come into alignment with your will to deliver this message. This message will be self-edification onto you, for self and to you, self-edification onto the other, so that they may be edified and edifying onto you. We can unite over the message, and we come together for the sake of unifying and edification back onto you, the source. Thank you for the whole infinite intelligence that is here with us. Is there anything else we shall pray? No. If you would seal it with your ashe. Let's get it, y'all. Thank you for sitting with me through this. Father has me pray over every deck before we use them. I know a lot of readers, they, whatever their process is, they bless their table and, all of that good stuff. But even when I do that anyway. Bless the table, pray over the table, and I still have to pray over every deck before we use them. Father says we will give each deck its prayer before it goes into use. And thank you so much. We put the breath of life on these cards. Get some energy up in here. Yes, you want that one? No. Anything in here? Yes. Here we go. Father says, be fearless and stand strong. Be fearless and stand strong. Is there anything else? Yes. Enjoy your growth and reap rewards. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Father said it's in a challenge and put it right next to regeneration. Don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah. So Father says that we are to be creative and to come up with solutions to the troubles of the day. And that will help us with this regeneration, right? We'll use those solutions to regenerate. And Father says to be strong and to be fearless, to stand strong, to be fearless in this regeneration. Yes. But there's something about enjoying the growth and reaping the rewards. That's a challenge. Spirit source is a challenge with growth now. So growth now, like growth. And that's one thing that Father has been saying, like to grow in your current situation. So maybe, this is for the wheat who are not recognizing that they are exactly where they need to be in order for growth. Do you want this? High Priest is here. Yeah, intend and create. Is that in a challenge? Yeah, do you want anything this one? Yeah, the ability to intentionally create, isn't a challenge. Do you want to hear? Yes, yeah. So be fearless and strong is in the upright. Being fearless and being strong, but is in the upright. But growth, growth is a challenge, and the ability to intend and create is a challenge. So growing in the current situation, growing now, and what you are intending to create, maybe your desires, I feel, yes, desires is in a challenge. What are you desiring and why? I feel like, do you have an awareness, do you want this, as to why you are desiring what you are desiring? Yeah. Transform and unveil your gifts, Father said, is what's going to help you. Because that is in the upright at the end here. Yeah. To transform. I am throwing cards everywhere for real today. For real. Transform and unveil your gifts. Maybe that is what is needed for you to do in order to get over the challenges, or once you come out of the challenges of what it is that you are desiring, what is your intention, and what do you want to create, and understanding that you have the ability to grow in your current situation, to grow now. You can grow now, and getting real clear on what your intention is, what you want to create. Who are you? And transform and unveil your gifts will come. It will. It will come. Is that right, Father? Yeah. You will realize who you are. I feel you will realize who you are, because to unveil your gift is to really unveil you, beloved. Is to see your fullness. Yes. Is there anything else in this deck, Father? No. Okay. Yeah. Unlock the magic within. That's the energy up underneath the bottom. Unlock the magic within. Trust in the unknown is in the gut. So maybe again there's something in there in the gut that you are not trusting, right? Because to understand that you have the ability to grow in your current situation, but not really sure on what your intentions are and what to create, right? Getting clear in this, right? That's, yeah. Trust in, and look what's in the reverse. Another thing, ignite your passion. It's in the reverse. Yeah, so something in there has got you feeling like, I'm stuck in this situation. I'm stuck in where I'm at. I'm stuck in this environment. I'm really not sure what I want to intend. I'm really not sure what I want to create. But you are fearless and you are strong. You are strong and you are fearless, right? Or be fearless. Are they afraid? No, they are fearless and they're strong. But the understanding or the awareness that you can grow right where you at, and knowing what you want to intend and create, yeah, will lead you into the ability to unveil your gifts, which is you, to unveil yourself. I had to get that sip. And Spirit said that'll lead you to unlocking the magic that's within. Unlocking your own magic. That's what that is. What do they need to start? Yeah, right here. This was on the top, pushing the deck. Retreat and recharge. And that is getting in touch with your spirit self. That is getting in touch with your spiritual essence. Yeah. And that's different for all of us. It is. Because the only thing that's over all of us is the source itself. That's it. And when you get in touch with the source of you, you will unlock that, and you will know that you can grow and regenerate. Like, it gives you creativity. You start to see how you can solution yourself out of where you're at and put you in a regenerating energy. That helps you, again, fearless, strong, all of those things. You see how you can raise yourself up. I feel Spirit says you can raise yourself up and grow within your current situation, and really put some focus on your intention and desires, what it is that you want to create. How do you want Source to experience you as Source? How will you express yourself? in order to raise your vibration. How do you do that? And when you transform and unveil your gifts, you really are unveiling you. Yes. And we're gonna get some love, because you will love that. You will love the piece of source that is you. And that's why I can say I love y'all just like I love me. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Holy Father. Thank you, Holy Infinite, the source of all things, the whole source. Thank you so much. Thank you to the infinite, all the intelligence, the infinite intelligence of the all. Thank you for your wholeness, for being here. All of creation is whole. Thank you for the animating breath of life. Thank you for binding us all. All of creation is bound and woven and seamless. It is whole and it is complete. Help us see ourselves as love. Help us see ourselves as whole. Understanding that love is a frequency. It is a frequency. And help us to vibrate higher, higher, so that we can eventually match your vibration of whole love and become unit. Well, you reunited with you, Source, our Father. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Are we in alignment? Is there anything else I should pray? Source says to raise your vibrations. Ashe. Whew. Source says to raise our vibrations. Yes. Again, love is a frequency. And we know that there is various different levels of frequency. Low vibration and high vibration. Here we go, throwing cards again. That energy be so heavy, y'all. Whew. Source says yes. And I could feel it, like when it comes through the cards, and it just feels like it just like bursts and explodes out of my hands. Where is it? This. Is she supposed to be upside down? Okay. My Bago, the warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Okay. It's a challenge. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. People are not devoted. It's going in and out, back and forth of devotion and not devoted. Like committed and then not committed. It's not steadfast, what I feel. Like really tapped in and dialed in and firm, right? That's what I feel like. Rooted. People are not rooted in their devotion. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's this. It's in here. This one at the bottom, the top. Okay. What is that? Perpetua. Perpetua. The saint of authenticity. I am authentic in all circumstances. Spirit says that's a challenge. We are not being authentic. Of course, it's very difficult to be authentic when we are riddled with conformity. Right? You know, and the ability to release the conformity is, oh, Spirit does not want me to move these cards like that. Put that right back at the top. Is that at the top? Yeah. Because conformity, the inability to be authentic, the inability to be, or challenge Challenge with authenticity. Challenge with steadfast rootedness, a warrior of high vibrational love, like being steadfast and firm in that, right? And the ability to intend and create are all in a challenge. And I can see how that is relative to how people not understanding how to grow within their current situation. Again, we kind of get dropped off into this plane, and then you have to figure out what it is to do and how to get through it. We are fearless and we are strong, but also conformities lead on to confusion. Because you have the word written in you, you do, but at the same time, there's energies here that are seeking to disillusion you, to cause confusion and chaos. And with that, it makes us uncertain, right, of what is the way, because so many people have said they have the way, they have the way, they have the way. But honestly, each and every one of us, do you want this? No. Each and every one of us are on our own path and our own journey back to the source. It's very personal. Again, when we're talking about that personal walk with the Most High God, that's that Adam walk, like right hand with the Most High God, because it's personal. It's you become your own spiritual guru when you are on that walk like that. And the source will speak to you. The source will speak to you. Do you want any one of these? No. The source will speak to you. Is there anything else in this deck? No. Okay. Yeah. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. We choose. We choose the life that we desire to live. The first woman. The first woman. And we were just talking about that first Adam type of, that first man is Adam, so they say, right? But even if we get down into that first woman walk, right, with the Father, like right here, like, the Father got me right here, and we are walking, and there is nothing between me and the Father. Like, we are that close. He's guiding my every step. The Father Himself is guiding my every step, and to lean into that, to know that the word was written in you in such a way that the Father will walk with you and talk with you and guide you, help you create solutions to your issues. If you go to the Father first, directly, Father, source of all creation. This is what I'm facing. You already know. And I trust and lean into you to guide me, to give me the downloads, to speak to me, my intuition and my heart space, and have me surrender onto you so I can walk this thing out. Yes. And that, me being fearless and strong in that disposition, it'll definitely right this, the ability to grow within my current situation, grow through it, to come through it. I hear, live through it. Yes, you can grow through it. Get through it. You can make it if you just pray through it. Yes. This will not be the end of you. No. But in your authenticity, being real, like your real self, that spirit self, yes, and being rooted in that, a warrior, yes, devoted. It brings in the resources and support that you need. It will. The Most High God will send it to you. The universe will organize itself to support you. It will. But what you intend to create, be mindful of that. You have to get really, really clear on your intentions. I mean, down to the details with this thing. I'm working with Source right now. We're trying to put together this other camera setup and a podcast and all kind of stuff. And Source, help me, because I know not. Help me, so we going to have to find some information. We are. Because we intend to grow this thing. We intend to create a space, for those who are seeking this type of information. We do. Yes. Thank you, Father, for these cards. Please use them as tools to deliver messages unto your we feel. We know that you are here. We know the whole infinite intelligence is here. We can tap into the intelligence of the all. Yes, we know that the breath of life is with us. Yes, it is. And thank you so much. Is there anything else that we should pray? No. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Ashe, ashe, ashe. We are sealed. We are protected. Yes, we are. Father said, let's get it. We're going to work a little light seed here. Yeah, because we are. We light seeds. We star seeds over here. We are. And we all of us, each star seed, each piece of creation has a direct link to the source. You are directly connected. You are called from and made by the source of the Most High God. Son of God, daughter of God. Like I call you son of God too. You are the son of God. All of you, all of us are. We are. And none of us are above the other. None of us are above the other. Are we? No, we are not. We are not above the other. And the only thing that is above us, what? Source itself. That's it. That's the only thing. Source itself. We all are on the same plane. Are we not? You want this? No. You want this? You want something to say something? Source says to remember who you are. Exclamation. Go on, Father, and tell your children who they are. Father says you are the son of God. You are the son of the source. Do you not know who you are and what I made you to be? That I will put my word on you, son. You want this? Yeah. Father put his name on you. Yeah, it did. Put his word on you. And even though the word has been confused and mixed up and people have added stuff to it that don't belong there, that ain't what the Father said, all of that is not for your demise. Well, it is kind of. It leads you astray so that you can fall into damnation. But you want this one? You want that one? Okay. You want this? No. So, but to seek the Father diligently helps us unravel that. It does. And it helps us to see clearly. Again, I heard somebody when they said that being woke, yeah, you just woke up, but you got to go, you just opened up your eyes. You probably need to go wash your face. You want this, you need to go, get yourself together. It's a whole thing. And then you get on about the business of caring for self, like your whole spiritual self. Yeah, you do. You realize that you don't know shit. Like, I don't know nothing. Like, the more I learn, the more books I read, the more I find out that I don't know a damn thing. And that's the truth. We be going to all these pastors and stuff, asking them to unveil the mysteries. They don't know. They don't. Only thing they doing is reading out a text, the same thing that we do. Studying, seeking diligently. If they seeking diligently, because to seek diligently means to look all over. And there's a lot of people that tell you that you can't look, that you can't seek. Is that right, Father? Yeah, they tell them that like the Father ain't this deal. Out of one side say source is everything and everything is called by the source, and then on the other side of their neck say you can't look at everything because that's of the devil. What? How can both be true at the same time? How could you tell? First of all, doesn't that religion say that the devil don't create shit? Like, it don't even have power to create. It has to get permission from the Father to do any and everything. I mean, it's here in this plane because it was condemned and locked out of the upper realms, out of heaven, out of the higher heavens. Yeah, it cannot return. And none of the ones that with them can. Right? If that be true, and Father locked them out. Right, and if it also be true that they have to ask permission to do what they doing, come on now, that's source itself in many attributes all over the plane, doing what it wants to do, however it wants to do it. And there's a lot of energies out here that do not align themselves to the will of the Father, because we have free will, we have choice. This source will speak to you all the time and you will choose to do something different. It does. You look, the more I go through it, the more it be like, come on, Father. Father says, get this card. Father says you are not alone. You are not alone. You may feel like you alone, but you are not. The source is with you all. The source is with us all, and with us all the time. There is never a time that we are without the source. Do you want this, 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 anything here? Is there anything else in this deck? No. Turn it over. Do you want this on the bottom? Yes? No. Father says you are not alone. You are not. Everything in creation is source itself. It is the source. We are held in, permeated by, woven through, animated, all of that, everything by the source itself. And to realize that we are not alone, that this journey that we're going through is a self-discovery journey. It is an opportunity for source itself to learn more about itself. And it does that through you, through your experiences. It not only learns the atrocities that are there, but also the beauty, the magnificence of it all. Yes, and will use the atrocities to teach so that we can come back together into unity. Because source knows, right? But the ability to have creation go forward unbounded and to allow itself to unfold is magnificent. Like to see, again, we're in this low place and we only have such a little bit of viewpoint. But to just to look out and see the stars, the light that we see is like from how far off? Light that's visible from a star that is no longer even present. Come on with this thing. When we see the sun, that light is in the past. Come on with this thing. We really don't see nothing the way that our eyes work. Come on with this here thing. It is magnificent when you start to really dig into who you are, what you are. And when you go to that level, beloved, and really see, it gives you a new life. You start to unlock the magic within. And you get back into that first woman, like that early type of relationship with the Most High God, understanding that, yeah, it's a whole bunch out here that I need to source directly to explain to me, to reveal onto me, that I need to seek diligently all the time in order to have those mysteries revealed and unlocked. Yes, we will then be able to transform and unveil our gifts. We will. And realize that we're not alone. We're not alone. Like all of this is us. In us, we are it. We are all of it. Everything. And to me, that's pretty freaking amazing. That gives you some, you having a problem with self-esteem shouldn't be no more when you truly realize who and what you are. And know that everyone else is too. Because again, like Source said, evil is not your enemy. It is designed to push you and to make you grow and to help you to ascend. It gives you something to climb over. Yeah, it does. It's an obstacle that you must rise to the challenge. Learn. Knock it down. Moving mountains and slaying giants. Yes. Still goes on in this day. That's exactly what we're doing. Because there is a, an issue with our ability to grow within our current situation. To actually see that that's one of the beautiful things that I loved about the story of David and Goliath, right? So we know that there was a giant and it was like, oh, we're going to go get David because, and then David like, I don't know what I'm going to throw at it, but I got this rock, right? That's my foundation. That's the stone, that was that representation. I'm going out here with these rocks, and so he did that, and then he knocked Goliath down, right? Knocked him down. And then he slew Goliath with his own sword. Now, I think that is the part that people really don't tune into, right? The ability to have a creative solution born out of the problem. But you just have to be fearless, fearless and strong enough to face it, to go out there and face it, to grow within that current situation, to grow within it. He didn't have all the tools that he thought he would have needed. Like, oh my God, people would have been like, you about to go out there and face a giant with a handful of rocks? You know what I mean? Like, really? But he was fearless and knew regeneration was at risk. The ability to keep, people were being tormented. Yes. And to face that with such little things, knowing that he could face it with just a rock. Knowing that he could face it with just a rock. And getting the solution out of the problem. Once you face the problem, you will see that the solution is in the problem. And you will use that solution born out of the problem to overcome it, to slew it, to slay it. We always talking about slay, 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 but you use what's in the problem to slay. It has the tools, it does. But can you see it? Can you be authentic in yourself? Because you are the key to digging out that solution. You are. You are what's different. You are the niche in that. And to pull you and bring you, your whole authentic self, to that space and lend it. Because nobody was going to do it like David, right? Nobody thought to, do it that way and not, use these rocks and knock him down, whether it was a slingshot or whatever he threw, and used it with that force and knocked it down, and then got its sword and, there you go. Divide, because the problem usually, like, again, it comes with the solution. Not usually, it always does. It comes with the solution. And often if somebody is coming against you like that, you got a giant in your life that you are taking courage and being strong and fearless to fight and stand against it. You might be challenged with being able to do it and grow in your current situation, and not really understanding how I'm going to get through this in my current day, and having a challenge with staying authentic and being fearless and devoted and receiving the resources, or feeling like you don't have the resources that you need to overcome this situation, or not even clear on what the intention is. What are you trying to get out of it? You may not even be clear on the whole thing. But to get clear on your details and stand firm on that. The universe will order itself to bring in the resources that you need. And the resources oftentimes are born out of the problem. If you take a step back and just kind of focus and look at it and get clear, detach from the emotion of it and look at it pragmatically. What is there for your use? Right? We had a message yesterday that somebody had a whole bunch of evidence. They didn't even have to say nothing no more. Just kind of, let the evidence talk for you. Because whatever that problem is, all of the answers and solutions came out of the problem. That Goliath, is going to fall on their own sword. That we are going to use the sword of your problem to slay that giant. Yeah. And they got your sword. You just got to go out there and be fearless and strong and stand on that. Yeah. Transform and unveil your gifts and know that you are not alone. Getting back to that first woman type of relationship with the Most High. Very close, very intimate. Going to the Father for all things and being rooted in that. That there is nothing above the Father. There's nothing beside the Father. There is just all of us, creation. And the Father who sits above. The one who sits above. That which sits above. That which called all of creation. Yes, that helps us unlock the magic within, because we can see ourselves as pixels of the source, pieces of the source, operating on earth, in earth, as we should be, as it is in heaven. Yes, and that definitely will lead us to a new life. To a whole new life. And Source says, why? Why? Why do we want to do that? To come back together. Unity. Community. Unity. Unity. So yeah, this is a little message in a bottle. Not all things are for you. They're just not. Everything is not for you. You have to release the conformity and come to the edge. Take the risk. And it's really not even a risk when you go into self, because it's just you. And that will help us come out of this never ending story. Going around and around and around and around and around and around again. All of that authenticity and devotion and what you intend and being able to grow in your situation will come out of the challenge. And Spirit says that it is time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Why? Because regeneration, yeah. We talk about this cycle coming to a close. We're talking about the cycle coming to a close. Regeneration is here. Cycle coming to a close. What? Going back to square one, the beginning, the all. And it's getting ready to happen. Here and now. So Father says that it's probably time for us to chop some shit up and clean some shit up. Yeah. And can you imagine that? Imagine. Imagine yourself digging deep into your gifts. Imagine the fact that you're not alone. That everything is a part of you and you are a part of everything. Can you imagine that? Yeah. That first woman, first man type of relationship. The goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. But are you self-aware? Do you know who you are, beloved? Father says to remember who you are. Son of the Most High God. As we all are. All of creation is the son of the Most High God. Is it not? Yeah, it is. Some will choose to align themselves with the will of the Father, and some will not. Some will not. But the grace of the Father gives us the opportunity to continue to learn. And its mercy gives us the ability to continue to learn, to go on, to discover. Grace and mercy. Grace and mercy. Thank you, Father, for your grace and for your mercy. Yes. Is there anything else? No. You won't even let me split the card. Say, no, put that down. Yes. Yes. Anything last from this deck? Nope. Okay. Any last thoughts from here? Nope. That's it. I know. I saw longing for home. You know I always have a longing for home. Father knows. Yeah. Some days we be tired of being in school. We do. We want a vacation. But the ability to be able to experience creation in this way is it's phenomenal. It is. It is. Put those crystals back. I really am thankful for you guys coming to sit around here and like being patient with me as we get these messages out. Again, sometimes I tell you it be thick. It be like cooking with cold Crisco. You know what I mean? They're like, putting a nice hearty pot of chili on, and just letting it go all day. And sometimes it be fired up. I mean, it just depends on like what Source wants to do and how the message is wants to come out, and this was today's lesson. This was today's message. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you vibe. And if you do vibe, please subscribe. And if it's a message that you care about, share it out. Please, please, please help us grow. And for all of you that are here, it means the world. I mean, like everything to me that you would come back here and sit through these messages and get something from anything that the Source would say through me to you. It's huge. It's huge. And I don't take any one of you for granted. I am graciously grateful for each and every one of you. All of you. And guess what, y'all? I love you. I love you so much. I love you just like I love me, because I love the source of all that called us all. There's nothing higher and there's nothing beside that. Trust me. I like this Adam and Eve walk, like that first woman walk. Oh yes, with the Father. Yes, that is my everything. And because I see you all and source in all of you, I respect you and I love you in that way. Until the next time on the Cheers and Reap to Rose show, which is show enough, never know what you're gonna get with your girl La T. We gonna call this here and now Ashe. Mwah. Oh. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, my week. Let's get it. Oh, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Have a great day. Until the next time, next now. Ashe. Mwah.